Everybody, welcome back. Medium Kim here. Thank you for joining for this very short video. We're going to have a card of the day. I'm going to pick a fairy oracle card, but I also want to talk about Ascension. And the reason I want to talk about Ascension right now is it seems to be big. We're either in the dark 3D, which is like a nightmare. It definitely is like a nightmare, and we can stay there, right? We can stay in that and be glued to our TVs and the internet, and we can, but it's not going to make us feel very good. But in the ascension process, this is an opportunity for us to learn to come into our own power, not to ignore what's happening in the world. No, we don't want to ignore it, but we don't want to uh, do it 24 hours a day. We want to take some time for ourselves so that we can grow. Okay. And don't be hard on yourself if you haven't been spending as much time in meditation or being in the present moment as you would like. Okay. I mean, just be happy with where we are, what you are doing. And we have this community to support each other. But I noticed recently that it's been big for me. I mean, it's not the awakening part, but the symptoms, the tiredness, the feeling like I'm going crazy. One day, I had that one day. So, what some of the symptoms that we have as our energies are responding to the frequencies that are around us, whether it's the solar flares or the full moon or the equinox, our bodies respond. We're in energy. Everything is energy, and our body's going to respond. And when we respond to these newer frequencies, we're going to have some adjustments. And sometimes we can get headaches, dizziness, lightheaded, um, tired, or more energy, or grouchy or moody, or just now. I mean, I know these are kind of normal, for many of us anyway, so it's hard to tell what is this. But when it's very dramatic, it's probably related to the frequencies that we're moving into, or that are coming into us, that are helping us adjust to the new earth, that should we choose to do that. So remember, earth is in this process too. We're all in this process. Some are awake and doing it and ready to go. And how do you be ready to go to this? Well, you understand there is the nightmare that's happening on earth, the wars, the division, the hatred, and all that. You can see that, and you can live that. You can be there and stay with it, and soak it in all day long and all night long if you want. But that's probably not going to be a very healthy uh, place to be. Okay, it's very easy because it's addicting, right? But if we can spend just a small amount of time there, just enough, right, to feel like we know what's going on, but then to focus on our inner world, which is the world in which we will use to um, become more powerful beings, right? When we can when we can manage our own energies and adjust easily, be flexible in our energies when the new energies, whether it's a solar flare or the lunar eclipse or whether it's the equinox, it doesn't matter any of those. When this is changing and we're responding, we'll be more likely able to handle these energies if we're already in a very present, grounded state. And how do you do that? You just, it's a practice, right? And don't be hard on yourself if you don't, right? It's okay. Just love yourself how you are, because you are perfect. But just know that maybe if you're feeling really low and you're watching too much of the news, that's a sign. Okay, maybe switch the dial a little bit to more on the inner world. Some of the things, of course, that can happen, like headaches, tiredness, dizzy, lightheaded, mood changes. I mean, all these actually kind of sound like menopause, but um, I mean, menopause for men or women, right? But still, there are changes, and the more sensitive we are, the more we're going to be notice. But grounding is important. There's ways to ground, right? We can think of the tree, imagine you're the tree. You can imagine a waterfall going down to the earth. You can use the colors to ground. You can also spoon the bottom of your feet with stainless steel spoon, the round side, you just rub the bottom of your feet. That's another way to ground. Okay, you can massage your feet, massage your hands even. You want to move from the ankles out or the wrist out, in between the tendons very deeply. And then the ankles, move the ankles and the wrists around too. A lot of energy gets stuck there too. That helps with the grounding as well. Make sure you wear shoes that, or not shoes sometimes, right? So you can experiment with that. There are grounding mats that you can stand on that you can buy. I think Amazon has them. There are grounding sheets. I think you have to be careful which ones you buy because I bought some that they, I don't know, they didn't seem to work for me. So be careful about those. Let's see here. But the main thing is be present. Just remind yourself. You might put a little sticker on your refrigerator or on your bathroom mirror to be present. Be present. The more we can be in the present moment during the day, the more grounded we will, and we'll be able to handle these energies. Now, some people say, oh, I thought I was going crazy. You know, and we all have heard this. We all have friends this way, maybe you. Oh, I think these energies, I think I'm going crazy. And that I haven't felt that way until recently. And it was a doozy, I will say. So now I get it now. When people say that, I really get it now because Friday night, uh, I was in bed and I couldn't sleep. Now I'm having a lot more harder time sleeping. Some nights I'm awake and I can't sleep, and then some nights I'm out. So that's probably maybe happening to you as well. Anyway, but on Friday night, I mean, this was really more early Saturday morning. I felt my energy around my head like big, like, oh my gosh, so expanded. And I really did not feel grounded. I must have been in another dimension, I think, I guess. I don't know. I don't actually know what I was doing, but I just know it wasn't very, very comfortable. And I thought, I think I'm going crazy. And I thought, now I know what it's like when I hear other people say they went through a phase where they thought they were going crazy. So I get it. And then it resolved, I'd say about within 12 hours. Now, some people have this for days or weeks, maybe even, or longer. So I had it for a short time, but I wonder if you are also having that experience. I send you healing hugs for that because it's not comfortable. I get it. Don't forget, remember to ground. If you ground through your feet, your root chakra, ground into your heart, or you can ground to the sky too. Either way, you can ground up or down. You can ground to your cat, you can ground to your house, you can ground to your furniture. Hold on. Okay, so now let's look at it. Let's get a card, you guys. So I just want you to know I'm with you on this. I know it's not easy, but we gotta focus on the power that you have. Okay, your own power. And here I'm going to shuffle. Now I have, thank you, Susan, for giving me these a couple of years ago. The Fairy Oracle. And so I'm going to use that today just because it was right next to me. But I might, if you guys like this kind of a thing, I might try to do something like this if it's just a card and just do that. That's easy to do, a card of the day. But I don't want to be, that might get boring for you all. But let's see here. Let's see what we have on the cards. I don't know if you can hear that shuffling. I bet you can. But dun 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 dun. Let me see. Oh, huh. Okay, well, this is kind of makes sense. Okay. It's called the dark moon. And the dark moon is really the new moon, right? And it says maturation, growing up, introspection, and know thyself. So in a way, this is kind of talking about what we were talking about, having the time to go within. Having the time to go within. Let's see here. And I noticed the white and the dark. So here we are. We can go within and find the light, or we can look outside of ourselves and say, holy cow, this is a nightmare. And it is truly, is crazy. It's not even, this isn't even, I don't even know what this is. But every, I think it will pass. I know it's gonna, I know it's gonna pass. Just not sure what the timing is. Okay. But I think this card here, know thyself. We need to know our true light, who we are. And it's hard to know ourselves as a human. Remember, our soul is very expansive, multidimensional, many lives all over the place, not just on earth, but everywhere. And our soul knows, our soul, the biggest part of our soul knows everything, or is part of source, right? Is one with source. It's just for us to find our way back there. And this is where we are right now, finding our way back to source. But it's more about finding our own source, our own power. Okay, I hope that you guys are taking care of yourself. I hope that you're finding a few laughs. Find something joyful every little day, just something, whether it's petting the dogs, uh, making up funny names for your family members, or anything that'll make you laugh a little bit. I don't know. Um, yeah, I hope you're doing something for yourself and taking good care with your eating and sleeping as much as you can, and enjoying whatever brings you uh, joy. Okay. Blessings, everybody. See you soon.